What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my Temur energy list. I'm getting a lot of requests for like different energy builds. I built a lot of energy builds. Energy was one of those things that was really anticipated this rotation when Attune with Aether and Rogue Refiner were kind of spoiled, and then later Electrostatic Pummeler. And I never really played Standard. I don't really play a lot of Standard really, but um, I don't really understand why like these cards had to get banned, but like I guess like playing with the deck more, I realize how like crazy like energy is. It's like at least in Penny Dreadful, it's just like resource that you can never lose, and you can only gain so much. So like when you can build your deck, when you build an energy deck, you just have these like extra resources. So these like cards are just like it's a 3/2 for 3. It also replaces itself, and you get energy. It's like so much value out of it. So you get all this stake value out of it, and the payoff is pretty big, like with Pummeler basically. So I started with actually a red green build because I wanted ways to just like because Pummeler is kind of an all in card for the most part. So I wanted ways to um have another game plan and instead of just having to pummel people. So I started with the red green because then Voltaic Water was legal and it was okay. It was an aggressivist build. It's actually right here. I actually have 5 energy builds, by the way. But the second build I played, which is I've been playing more in League, is actually the Simic energy build with like Rogue Refiner, and like Glass Blower with Puzzle Knot. It's like more of a mid-rangey build. I have Multiverse Wonder in it. I've been doing okay, not terrible. So I was like, let me just like jam these together and let me figure out what I want to do. So this is my deck right now. So we'll just go through it. 21 lands. Frontier Biovac is pretty much the best tournament play I could probably make, other than like Forest and Attune with Aether. I was playing Vivid Crags here. Just I don't need too many islands. I have like 8 blue lands in general, but I like at least 2 islands because I always want lands to come in and play untapped at some points. But yeah, I only have like 8 blue sources, a lot of green sources, and some mountains. I don't need too many mountains. The two with the other, like I said, it lets you keep a lot of greedy hands. I'll keep like one land, like Forest and Tomb with Aether, and like a bunch of spells. I'll keep that. I'll absolutely keep that because it's just like it gets you next lane and you get energy out of it. It's pretty like the cheapest, one of the better like rates for energy, like mana cost energy for me. Ranger's Guile is a 4 of. When you're on the Pummeler plan, I kind of look at it like an infect deck from Modern, where you're just trying to protect your threat and just like bash through. So like a full 4 Ranger's Guile, and I think that's actually right. It's just like a 1 mana counter spell, you know. And pummeling people is the best way to kill your opponent. Really, you can do it on turn 4 if you have enough energy or like a pump spell or something like that. So this is pretty good. Rampage, Invigorated Rampage is my other sort of pump spell. Four is a magic number to pump Pummeler. You only need 6 energy, and if you have a +4 to power, sort of a +4 power boost, then you get 5, then 10, then 20. So that's pretty good. And Trample is also really helpful. This does either like pumps one thing or pumps 2 things, so it's pretty important on the different aspects of the gameplay. Incinerates here, just a cheap burn spell, goes to the face when the job is done. Voltaic Brawler also generates energy, or just uses random energy when you don't have a pummeler out. It's a pretty good, just aggressive 2-drop that you really want. Sage of Salia's Claim, just a 2/1 for 2, but it makes 3 energy. That's pretty good to me. You want creatures in the field and to be attacking, because that's really what the deck's about. So that's like mid-rangey as the blue-green builds, but like not as super aggressive as the red-green build, so somewhere in between. And Sage does like both, plays both ends of the field. Dustcraft Recruiter I've been really happy with, actually. The main pump spell is a Gorgclan Rampager, so you get to look for that. You get to look for pummelers. You just keep gassing up your hand, and when it transforms, it also just makes everything cheaper. So I've been really impressed with this card in this deck. Rogue Refiner here, just a solid value card for the most part. I'm not sure if it's like good enough to splash for blue. I can't figure it out. I haven't played this deck at all. Single Bow and Ilee, I don't really know another one-of card I wanted. Bow is pretty neat with like Trample. So you can just Death Touch Trample, just deal 1 damage to the creature and the rest go there. You could also just like, pump your Pummeler, or maybe you can like shuffle some like creatures back with Dust and find it with Dustcraft Recruiter, shuffle with your Tuna or something like that. So Bow's got a lot of uses, really. It's good enough as a one-of for me. And Gorgclan Rampager is my pump spell for choice. This can't get countered because it's Blood Rush. On its own, it's just a creature, and you can find it with the Dustcraft Recruiter. It's pretty neat. I really got it. It's a really good reason to be in red-green, honestly. Cyber is pretty broad, in my opinion. Negate is like going to be probably the most over sideboarded and probably best sideboard card in blue. But I mean, negates are really strong. A full 4 negate when the instead of bad, basically control matchups. You want to just counter Ras and do like that, things like that. Galvanic Bombardment is my like aggro, anti-aggro sort of card. You know, they get bigger as they go, like a Kindle, but you know it's a shock. And I don't really need like a burst lightning, things like that. Naturalize is for random permanent damage artifacts, and Sentinel Totems for the graveyard decks. Very broad sideboard. I think the format's still a pretty broad right now. So a lot of like mid-range decks, control decks running around. So it's really weird time for this format right now. It's really early. So I'll be playing the league today. I'll have 5 matches for you. So I'm excited to pummel some people, energy up some people. Let's go. I'm ready. Alright, got a match with the Temur Energy. I hate saying the word Temur. It does not feel good coming off my tongue. I don't know why. I'm gonna keep this hand. A lot of tap lands, but you know, maybe I'll draw an untap land. I'll draw. I hate the word Temur. I never liked it when like cons came out and they started naming all the wedges. A rug guy. It's rug. Rug. I'm saying rug. I'm gonna say rug. See, so the island is like one of the worst lands because of stuff like this. And I have 2 in my deck. I don't know why I have 2. Maybe I should have 1, but I'm really afraid of just like not having the land to get. I don't know. I don't know why I need like 2. Sometimes I just want like a second untapped island for some reason. I don't know why. But this is the one of the situations where it's like absolutely the worst draw. I really want to play this on turn 2, but especially if my opponent's some sort of ridiculous combo deck. Or control deck. Contingency plan's kind of crazy. Alright, so he put 3 on top. No, his next 3 cards in his hand. Alright, so now like my curve's all whack, but I guess I'll go like Brawler and Rogue Refiner and see what happens. At least the mana base is like smooth. Like I said, like turn 1 Frontier 5X, like the best card you can get for yet. Looks like my opponent has counterspell up, so we'll just start jamming our threats. That's really the aggro plan. Jam your threats. Kill it, probably. Cool. But it's okay, I get the energy. Energy. I get energy. It's like I never lost. It's like I've lost and didn't lose. So I can play the Brawler here and protect it with Ranger's Guile if I want to. It's a good draw. I think I'll just attempt to do that. Or probably just play both creatures. Oh, he's playing. Oh, I just realized how many cards are in this guy's deck. 243. It looks like we're Battle of Witzing here. So I can just die. Tribute. Couldn't save that with the Ranger's Guile. I could easily die this Battle of Wits if he just drops it right here. Alright, I think I'm dead. I cannot mill my opponent for 42 cards. I can't kill this, actually, so... That's about it there. I'm not gonna beat that. I'm gonna beat that pre-sideboard. Post-sideboard, we're bringing in all the naturalizes. We're bringing in all the negates. Incinerates we don't really need. I don't really need rampages. I can probably cut a bow. Pretty simple. Negates will stop like tutors or the wits itself. Naturalize will just kill the Battle of Wits. And it's just about like, you know, surviving wraths or stuff like that. Turn 5 win. That's how you turn 5 win. You don't want to turn 5 win in this format, you just play Battle of Wits. Well, very few decks on main deck like this. Freaking Island. That was the worst draw. Yeah. Alright, this is a better hand. Gotta naturalize for the Battle of Wits. At worst is just like a bunch of like decently casted creatures on curve. Brawler's pretty good, but the rest of them are kind of like just okay. The real payoff, I mean, at least for this deck, is just the pummeler really for the energy. Brawlers get there, really. 4-3s for 2 are pretty good. There's very little, like, there's actually no drawback to the Brawler. It's just good on its own, even without energy. Does it get trample, too? It does get trample. This guy's nuts. That's why I like the red-green sort of builds. But actually, blue-green's fine, too. I had to keep 7 after a small wait. Spies. Pretty good at spies. Bye-bye, Brawler. Okay, we got a 2-1. Picked up a negate. Okay. Now it's just a matter of just drawing threats over and over. Part of me wants to really naturalize. Probably not worth it. I'm gonna rather recruiter. Hopefully I don't get like 2 for 1 somehow. Like flying tendrils or an infest, something like that. That'd not be good. The recruiter is gonna help me draw some cards, or just like transform and start attacking. I wouldn't mind either, but I want to hold up negate after this turn. Yeah, what did he have there? A moment of craving. Okay. They didn't hit a land drop. Oh, no, that was his turn. Okay, so he knows the naturalize, but he doesn't know about the negate. I feel like he's gonna start kiting. The only downside to this deck is that it doesn't have like a ton of like selection. The recruiters are like the best part of the deck. They like help you like sift through your deck. Unlike the blue green version, which I got to play like the puzzle knot, which scried. It was really useful. Well, you trade like selection for aggression, I guess. But I think the gate's just like way too strong to not try like a teamer style build. They could have the wits in his hand already. He's not done anything on turn 5. But he knows about naturalize, so he needs to like stop the naturalize. He can't just tap out and play his battle of wits. So I get to just like keep pressuring my opponent, and I can hold up negate for like whatever, for some sort of like board wipe, and just try to like get there with 2-1s. Kite really just ensures land drops, which is good. Like a control matchup or control deck, you just always want to make your land drop. Pick the brain. Delirium yet? It's like he already knows it naturalized, so I'm just gonna negate this, I guess. I kinda want to save the naturalize, so really my only weapon against loot on the spot. I get a 4. Or probably get like what on the lower side or something like that. Gonna transmute this. Cost 4, so curious to see what he gets. There's a lot of cards he can get. Like Sever the Bloodline. Good one. The 2 for 1. Where gets my Okay, I'm not playing that. you can jump in after this. Alright, you can tutor. Now you can tutor for the battle wits if he feels like it, and then maybe have like a negate backup. But it might be dead by then. If I draw like a Gorefang Rampager, the game might be over. Or you can get like an Infest right here. Yeah, I've seen that coming. I really think he has a Battle Wits in his hand. So his hand is like Sever, probably Battle Wits, and some other random cards. I'm just gonna play. I can't play both of them. I can't get 2 for 1. I can't afford that right now. I'm kind of losing. I'm kind of behind right now. I gotta keep the one on the field. Hope that like, I can pressure my opponent enough where he has to deal with it. And he really can't drop the Battle Wits right now. He has it. He's gonna kite up a little bit. Kites are really good. Like I said, it just gets a bunch of lands, pulls him out of his deck. Hopefully the game doesn't devolve to a point where he gets less than 200 cards, but still. Cycle a little bit. Gonna counter this. Bold. Gonna power sink this? Really? Gee. Oh, yeah. Surprised he didn't save that for like his own battle wits. Like to protect his battle wits. Because he has so much more mana than I do. Like it's a threat. I mean, you want to just deal with threats at this point. Well, he already knows about the natural items. I'm gonna keep this card in my hand for now. I don't need to play new hands. Well, sometimes Battle Wits does this, where it's like there's so many cards in your deck, and like you don't have enough tutors or anything. It's like you just kind of like stop doing things. Okay. At least you can like flashback this ever, so it's not like a useful thing. And like gain a ton of mana. I haven't. Fortunately, none of my cards have like haste, which is really bad. Like my next creature is gonna be just gonna get killed. I was going. Kind of wish I kept the incinerates my deck. But I think the negates are just better. Funny, I didn't get to draw a mountain yet. I've drawn to both islands. Flash of Insight for 5. Ult of 5 mana. It's interesting. I guess he wanted maybe like flashbacks. Maybe have the flashback for that. Must have every divination in his deck. The black ones and the blue ones. Oh, there's a mountain. Good, look at that. Actually surprised he hasn't found anything useful. Or he just has all like reaction spells. Which is not good for me at all. He only had 3 blue cards in his graveyard. Eventually, if he keeps like trying to draw cards and look for like a tutor or like battle wits, he's gonna get under 200 cards. Alright, let's play a pummeler. It's gonna die. I just kind of want the energy, or just get countered. Okay. Like, there's no way I could like protect any of my spells. I'm gonna have to like just push through. It's just uh by jamming my threats, really. Okay, I'll kind of help if I get a threat down. Just kind of save it. Like I said, I'm very surprised he just hasn't beaten me by dropping his namesake card. I could just find more lands, I guess. It makes the energy. The energy part is important. My balanced resource, I have 16 energy. A flash of insight. I'm so surprised he hasn't found anything. Or he's just kind of like playing with himself. I don't know. Sometimes people just like to do that. They kind of just like get in their own heads and it's like, oh, let's draw some cards, do some things. That really happens in like control decks where they have so much control they don't want to give it up. Or he's just the unluckiest person, my opponent. That could also be a thing. My opponent could just be very unlucky. Play another pummeler. Oh, spell burst. Great. So now I can't do anything. I'm not gonna concede. No, they have to beat me. You know what? No. Sure, you have spell burst and a billion mana. I'm not conceding. What if I had an encounterable spell? Which I don't. You can't just make me quit. You have to beat me. Although the mill out plan is really important. I can go through like 34 turns of this. You could actually just mill me out. That's another that's the that's the hidden uh that's the hidden win condition of battle wits. Just mill your opponent out. Just don't make him do anything for 30 plus turns. Do it. I'm making it sit through this. I don't care. Just fast forward. Just play this at like 2 speed at this point. You should be playing at like 2 speed at this point. I'm gonna go for the timeout. He's gonna try to do this, and I'm gonna time him out. I'm up 3 minutes. That's messed up. Not really, but he's gonna be trying to mill me out. I'm gonna try to time him out, right? All's fair, right? It's MTGO. MTGO is a different game than like real MTG. Like IRL MTG, there's no like chess clock or anything like that. I'm just gonna play every threat I find. Me, it's spell burst. I know this. I haven't been beaten. I've not been beaten. I just can't cast anything. I kind of negated that. I don't feel like it. Didn't feel like it there. Yeah, I mean, this game's different. So, real life MTG, they don't have like they have like judges that will just kind of like judge you, I guess. But I should just wait till people want my hand. But there's no one like really like there's not like clock where you just go back and forth and just kind of like share time. Seriously, I don't know like why he hasn't chosen the win game yet. Alright, Demir House Guard. That's a 4! So this is another 4. I guess I get House Guard for Diabolic Tutor, and then Tutor for the Battle Wits. This is probably Diabolic Tutor. Okay. Finally, he's done something. He only has 8 cards left in his library, or 208, but really 8. You really want to think about just 8. I knew he was just gonna like pass. Like, no, I only have 7 mana tapped. I can't do this. I need like my 30 mana here to just like help fight this battle. Fight this battle that I know I can't win unless I have all 30 of my mana. Seriously, what if you just like stop playing? Like, what if you just I'm gonna negate this. I mean, I know it's futile. It's just funny. It's funny that like I don't know if he like I don't know if he really couldn't find it or he was just like being super cautious here. It's overly cautious. I'm playing in this spot where he spell bursts me again and still has the spell burst. Reminds me of like Mono Blue Tron where they have spell burst and it's just a billion Tron lands. You really can't do anything. Alright. Does he can I mill him for 6? Can I mill him for 6? No, I can't. That was not fun. I don't know. I didn't win, so there's that, I guess. We'll move to the next one.